I don't know why, but the light is like very weird today and I don't know what to do about it. And I don't know if it's just me or if it's whatever, whatever. Before we start, I need to show you some really cool things I bought because I'm so excited about them. There's like a whole bag. I was at this eco-friendly store where they have things in jars and you buy them, like you don't buy them in plastic bags and like plastic packaging or paper packaging even, but you bring your own jars. And I bought like cashews and chickpeas and like, that's not everything, but dates? Dates? It's not focusing? No. Oh, dates! The only dates I've ever had. But I got like shampoo in a bar and conditioner in a bar and also a straw, a metal straw. I don't know why I got, oh, also cocoa powder, which actually is really good and it was not that expensive. And like this thing, so fancy. To clean the straw, do you put it here? Oh my god. I can't put it through the whole thing. Do I have to bend it? Wow. And like an entire bag. I mean, I got a bag and the bag has like a small bag inside. I mean, oh, and also these bags for like fruits and vegetables that are from leftover fabric that like some people just make into bags so that you're not using like the normal bags they have at stores. They're like so nice. And I bought more. Okay. I just needed to share this because this is exciting and I'm excited. There are these plants in the back that I always have in my videos because I really like plants and I really like to have them in the back. Basically, I named them and I'd like to introduce you to them to you. Anyway, this is Pickle. Now I forgot the names. I used all the brain power I have to remember the names. This is Pickle. And he's growing so well and so quickly. Can you see? You can't. Can you? He's so happy here, I think. This is Fernando. I have not named him or her yet because his or her identity has not come to me yet. I don't know what the name of this one is. But then we have this one, which is Jessica or Jasmine. I don't know. She has an identity crisis, but she's either Jessica or Jasmine. And this is Lily. She's beautiful. I just really wanted to talk about them for a bit. So let's actually move on to the actual point of this video. So hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about the books I went to read in August, which is the August TBR. And when I was starting this channel, I thought I'm never gonna do these types of videos because I can't predict what I'm gonna read ever. And if I do make a list, I won't stick to it because I'm just so like moody with my reads. But I was sitting and thinking this is gonna be a summer TBR, but then we're in August and that's like almost the end of summer, so why not just make it a August TBR and call it a day? So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's a very long introduction. Unnecessary maybe, but a very exciting introduction. So let's just talk about the books that I would really love to get to before the end of summer or August or soon. I mean, let's just start. Let's start with the first book I want to talk about, and that is I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings by Maya Angelou, which is the first book in her 7-book autobiography. And this is a read that I would never expect me to read, but we're having a book club with my friends and this is a book we chose to read next. This one so far is amazing. Maya Angelou, if you don't know, is an amazing person, was an amazing person, a poet, an activist, a writer, just like an amazing person that made a huge impact on American history. And reading about her in this book has been so far so moving and touching, and she's bringing to life all these places and memories and people and the emotions, and it's all written from the perspective of her as a kid, which adds so much to the story, and I'm really enjoying this, which is great. I don't know if we'll actually be finishing it this month, because if I was smart, I would have counted the pages and like how many meetings we have, but I'm not. So I just think we might finish it in August or before the end of summer. But yeah, this is the most probable read because this is one I must read. So yeah, that's the first book. And then I have a book that I really wanted to read for the reading rush, but I didn't. But I really want to read it this summer, because I mean, it's To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, a beloved classic that's talked about all the time, and I'm sure it's worth it. There's a black man charged with a rape of a white girl. Through the young eyes of Scott and Jem Finch, Harper Lee explores the exuberant humor, the irrationality of adult attitudes to race and class in the deep south of the 30s. I have like no excuse to not read this, and I really should, and I really want to, and I really hope I will. Very excited about this book. It will happen. The next book that I would really love to get to, that was also part of my TBR for the reading rush, is When All Is Said and Done by Anne Griffin. And the premise for this sounds so intriguing and interesting to me that I just had to buy it. And I don't know how about you, but I've been really in the mood for buying things without reading about them or checking the ratings on Goodreads, because it really does take away a lot from the charm of just walking to a bookstore and buying a book. Or, well, in these times, it's more like going online, finding a book and just ordering it, which is also very challenging because you still see all the ratings of people. Anyways, this book follows a guy who's really old, and he's sitting in this bar of a Grand Hotel, and through the course of this book there are 5 people, I think 5 toasts, yeah, so 5 people that come to him, and they're important people in his life and have been important to him, and he tells stories about them, their joy, regret, secret tragedy, fierce love that never found its voice. It's basically lays his life through the people that he really loved and cared about and are most important to him. Very excited for this book. Also, the cover is like, yeah, so pretty, and yeah, I don't know, just very excited for this one. Next, we have An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I've heard a lot about this book, but I thought it's directed more at people who have some activity online. But I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna pick it up. So in New York City at 3 a.m., May stumbles across a giant sculpture. Together with her best friend, she names it Carl and films a quick video for YouTube. And then April wakes up to a viral sensation and a new life. The Carls have appeared in dozens of cities around the world, and April seizes the opportunity to become their international spokesperson. She gains a number of followers, but is being really famous really worth putting her relationships, her safety, and even her own identity at risk. I definitely see how this is a great book for people who create content online, and I want to read it anyway because the element of science fiction that's in this book has been loved and highlighted, and people just can't seem to get over how great it is. So I really want to read this, and it smells so good. This one doesn't smell as good. The last book I own physically, I think, that I really want to get to before the end of summer is If Cats Disappeared from the World by Genki Kawamura. It's a really funny story of this one. Can you like see this cover? No, you can't. No, you can. Like, look at this kitty. It's so cute. This book sounds super great, and I saw it at an airport like a year ago, I think, and I stumbled across it on Book Depository like a few weeks ago, I guess, and I was like, let's just buy it. It's fate. It's fate. I need to buy this book. It's about this guy who, in order to gain a day extra of his life, I think he's dying or he's ill, and to get an extra day to live, he needs to erase one thing from the world, and that thing is cats. I've really been wanting to read more books about cats. I don't know why, it's just the thing I've started noticing a lot in books, especially books that are somehow connected to Japan or Japanese culture. And it's very interesting, and I really want to read it, and I'm pretty sure I'll get to it very soon because I'm really intrigued. The cat's eyes are hypnotizing. If only it could focus. Yes, it's focusing. I could not buy this. I think that's everything that I really would like to get to. I think it's kind of realistic, to be fair. I mean, kind of realistic. So this is the end of my very grand August TBR. It feels weird to record this, but also fun. And maybe I should see if this works, and if it does work, if I actually end up reading these books, maybe I can film more of this stuff and actually follow the TBRs that I plan for myself in videos. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed being introduced to my plant babies. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'd really like to know what books you'd like to read before summer. And I hope to see you very soon in a new video, and I hope you're staying safe and taking care and everything's fine, and if not, then I hope it's gonna be fine very, very soon. Yeah. See you, bye!